And we are live from an undisclosed location deep in the heart of American flyover country. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian whistleblower, under the radar, but not and always over the top. Today, of course, no difference in that philosophy or that strategy. Today, we talk about playing with fire by closing the Temple Mount Gate, third temple site heating up. Playing with holy fire. The Temple Mount heats up. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian whistleblower. I hope that you're ready to learn. I hope that you're ready to open your mind. I hope that you're ready to understand. You're looking behind me at a view of Jerusalem's old city, showing the Dome of the Rock compound, known to Muslims as the Noble Sanctuary and to Jews as the Temple Mount. And therein, ladies and gentlemen, lies the problem. And you'll remember just a few days ago, we reported on the Pope and a imam of Morocco, I think, kissing each other, hugging each other, complimenting each other on their dresses, having great rapport. And then today you have reports of Israel actually closing off, ladies and gentlemen, the Temple Mount to Muslim worshipers. And let me tell you what's going on here. This comes straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak. It comes from the Jerusalem Post. And the Jerusalem Post is asking me if I've read these articles, and I don't want to read those articles. I want to read the one that I was reading. And the Jerusalem Post reports that the Palestinian Authority on Monday warned that Israel was playing with fire after clashes erupted at the Temple Mount in Jerusalem over the closure of the Golden Gate, also known as the Gate of Mercy, which is kind of interesting. They're closing off the Gate of Mercy to Muslim worshipers. And the Palestinian Authority has also accused Israel of waging war on Islam and called on the intervention of the international community. Jerusalem police detained at least 5 East Jerusalem Arabs who tried to enter the premises of the Golden Gate, which has been closed by a court order. Again, all this on the heels of the Catholics, the Roman Catholics, and the, I think it was it Shia or Sunni imam making nice with the Pope, while the Roman Protestants sit back in the wings and cheer about the third temple being built. Now, we've shown you, ladies and gentlemen, that the third temple is not having to do anything with Bible prophecy. It has to do with scripted prophecy, and it has to do with Israel, Christianity, and Islam all maintaining and having a presence on the Temple Mount to bring together the one world Abrahamic faith, very well maybe including some E.T. Jesus or E2 this or E.T. this or that, bringing about this amazing amazing confederation, which will turn into a conflagration of everybody that does not want to participate in a one world Arab or one world Abrahamic, religion. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're buying the Abrahamic religion lie still, you're being duped. Christianity, let's start at the beginning. Islam, let's start at the beginning. Judaism is a fear and guilt control matrix. Christianity, both Roman Catholicism and Roman Protestantism, is a fear and guilt control matrix. And Christianity is a fear and guilt control matrix. And they're all trying to gather together in one, seemingly deciding they can't conquer individually, so they'll conquer collectively and share. But the Pope and the Jews are playing hardball with the Arabs. They're letting them know that if you don't go along with our offers, if you don't go along with the confederacy, if you don't go along with joining up, we will just lock you out and you'll be holding the bag. And your third, I believe, holiest site in Islam will never feel the pity patter of little Islamic feet ever again. This is exactly what they're saying. This is exactly what they're telling you. And this is exactly what they're setting up. Yeah, we want to talk about having peace with you. We want to talk about joining into a confederation with you. But we're playing hardball. If you don't want to join with us, we're still more than willing to lock you out and take you down. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what's going on in the Holy Land. That's what's going on the Temple Mount as Jesuit, Abrahamic / Jesuit scripted prophecy plays out. And you silly evangelical Christians and believers in eschatology continue to eat it up with a big old spoon. You're being played and you're being prayed, P-R-E-Y-E-D. When the third temple rises and the religions get together, remember old Jeff told you, and when plastic Jesus descends from the heavens, or the spaceships land, and the Pope's there, and the imams are there, and plastic Jesus himself shows up. Maybe he gets down off of a crucifix and shows up. Remember, I told you. It was a coming. I see there's a lot of malfeasance going on in the chat room, so let's dive right in, and let's address it. Anyway, we got some speculative stuff in here. I don't address speculative things. You got to bring some facts, and you got to have some straight up figures. We do have high frequency in here. Andrew says he was Muslim and he was New Age. That's very interesting. Also says he's related to Mary Magdalene and William Sinclair and was being demon spocked. Well, aren't you special? And one of the 144,000. Andrew, I'm a little skeptical, I have to tell you. But anyway, and he can't wait to be up there with Jesus. Now I'm really skeptical. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on from all that. Is there anything worth talking about here in the chat room? Let's see. The Jews and the Catholic Pope are pedophile kings. That's a rather inflammatory statement. I know people are saying the Vatican invented Islam. I have yet to see verifiable, objective proof of that. I understand a lot of people think that. I understand a lot of people feel that. But until I see verifiable, objective, empirical truth, I will not bring that forth. With people from SoCal, get ready to cast all devils out of each other. Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just prevent them from coming into you? Don't wait for me to get rid of them from you. Just get rid of them yourself. Better and better. Don't let them in. And we just can't have this kind of stuff. We can't have this fear-mongering. We can't have this silly repenting because we've got nothing to repent from, ladies and gentlemen. We do not have original sin. We've got the spark of divinity within, ladies and gentlemen. And there is no Armageddon that will come true according to prophecy. It's scripted prophecy, Harry. I'm surprised. Do you not know that all prophecy is over and everything from now on is only scripted prophecy, Jesuit scripted prophecy? Come on, man. Darren, I agree. End of Times is a play being put on by the elite. Absolutely. The Pope is modern day Caiaphas. I got that email. That's a very interesting point. Only the weak people need a sky daddy. Ooh, I'm glad I didn't say that, but I could have. Look at the history during Islam's expansion. No Catholic churches or shrines were touched. That doesn't prove anything, Darren. I need proof showing that the Catholics started Islam. All that means is that Islam left the Catholics alone because maybe they didn't want to fight the most powerful army of the day. I'm not against your premise. I'm just not going to allow you to throw it out there as truth when I got to see the empirical data. See, I'm a researcher. I'm a little different. I'm an investigative journalist. I'm a researcher. And I don't have anything to prove. Nothing. I've got nothing to prove. So I don't have any dogs in any fights. I don't have any horse in any races. I'm completely 100% objective, empirical, and I got to see the data. Remember old Joe Friday on Dragnet? Just the facts, ma'am. That's me, Jeffrey Daugherty. Just the facts, ma'am. Just the text, ma'am. Don't care what you think. Don't care how powerfully you think it. Don't care what you believe. Don't care how strongly you believe it. Show me the money. And usually it is the money. And I can do it like Tom Cruise, too, if you want me to. That's what it's all about. We've got to get in, and we've got to make sure that when we say things, we've got proof for what we say. Richard Elliston, I like it. Our divinity versus the Jesuit script. I believe that. Vatican does have a lot of secrets. Come save me, Sky Daddy. Trucker from another mother hammered down knows ain't nobody coming to save you. Your ship is not coming in. You got to swim out and meet that sucker. You got to save yourself. Guide your own spirit. Master your own ascension. Be your own guru, ladies and gentlemen. That's the way it is. Blood sacrifice is bloody satanic. Thank you, Tiddly Bo Shanks. The Jews and the Jesuits. Now, there's a lot of empirical proof about ties between the Jews and the Jesuits. In fact, the Roman Catholic Church, as I've stated before, actually investigated the Jesuit order because it was so filled with what were called crypto Jews, people that were Jews that faked conversion to Catholicism and continued to be Jews in private. And the Jesuit order was made up of them, still might be made up of them. And I think that they had a right to be a little bit skeptical of what was going on within that order. Islam was preached at sword point. Muhammad had 3 armies of mercenaries. Really, Darren? Christianity was preached at the point. And I don't know how many legions Catholicism had. I don't know how many legions Roman Catholicism had, legions, but it was more than 3 armies of Muhammad. I'll guarantee that. Catholic Pope and Imam just joined forces. They didn't join forces. See, we got to be careful with this stuff. The Catholic Pope and the Islam did not join forces, and they did not create anything called Chrislam. They did not. That is eschatological. What's the word called when you're above and beyond? Come on. Extremism. That's eschatological extremism. What they did was met and signed an agreement to be nice. That was it. I did a whole show on it. Take a look at it. They met and they signed an agreement to be nice. We will try to be nice, and we will try to find ways to work together. That's all they said was, we'll be nice. And what they're trying to do is lay the foundation to get the Abrahamic faiths together. They will bring the Jews into it. They will bring the Christians into it. So you'll have the Jews, you'll have the Roman Catholics, you'll have the Roman Protestants, and you'll have the Muslims all gathered together, one big, happy Abrahamic family. But they have not created Chrislam, and they did not join forces. They made a little joint press release. That's all it was. And anyone who tells you anything else is being sensational. And that's a nice way to say lying. 2 words. First one, click. Second one, bait. Raise your hand if you're ready to get the party started. I'm in. Pisces 69 says the Vatican is the seat of Satan. I would say the Vatican is one of the seats of the God of this world. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, I would. What else we got going on here? We'll have a little talk here today. Jesuit whistleblower's testimony about the Vatican creating Islam. That's not good enough. He said that they did. No. Empirical data. Facts. Figures. He said that they did. Not good enough. The Bible's true because the Bible says it's true. Not good enough. The Quran is true because the Quran says it's true. Not good enough. Facts, ladies and gentlemen. Facts. That's all I want are facts. That's it. Got to be able to cash the checks you write. Ooh, Michelle, I like it. Are people so afraid to admit that they've been duped their whole life? They are, trucker. but we're trying to get people through it all. There are lots of occult symbolism throughout the Vatican, no doubt about it. Don't think we'll ever know the truth or the facts. They have hidden, they have rewritten history. Yep, but we still have to hold ourselves to the high standard of proving the things that we say. Lay down the fake life, take up your divinity, and get busy. I love it. I love it. Are you saying deliverance exists and no one else? I don't even know what you're saying. Sorry. I raised both arms. Soap operas repeated with another name on another channel. I can't keep up with the conflicts. Some outcome of mixed messages. Well, Rose, I guess if you want to watch a lot of channels, you're going to have to figure out what you believe. You shouldn't be watching channels to find out truth. You shouldn't be watching out channels to find out what to believe. You should be watching channels to take in information, sift it, and decide what you believe. I don't even want you to believe something because I believe it. If I knew that you were believing something because I said it, I'd slap you. I don't care if you're a girl. I'll still slap you. I'll slap a girl if she needs it. I really won't. I'm being facetious. But don't you dare believe something because I say it. I'm not the prophet of God. No. I'm a Christian whistleblower bringing you information. I'm bringing you objective information. I'm the mailman. I'm delivering the mail. You take it out of the box. You open it up. You read it. You decide what to think about it. I just want you to think. I don't care what you think. I just want you to think, because too many of you are too used to pressing 2 minutes on the microwave, hitting start, and everything's done in 2 minutes. You're not used to thinking anymore. You're not used to pondering. Hell, you can't even find your way home, most of you, without Siri. All I want you to do is think. I'm not going to tell you what to think, ever. And if you think something and believe something based on me saying it, shame on you, and it won't stick until the light bulb goes off in your dome. Ladies and gentlemen, that's just the way it is. So what's hidden in the Vatican? Who knows what's hidden in the Vatican? Lots and lots of stuff. Just the facts. Awake and smell the coffee. We've been played. Absolutely. Find your own truth. I like that, Dusha. And I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Facts versus fiction. The battle of the narrative. Yep. Hand out the B slaps. I am the polar plunge prophet, however, and I'm getting ready to do that right after this show. It's 32 degrees. The water, ladies and gentlemen, I don't really understand it, but the water wasn't even 32 degrees, according to my thermometer yesterday. It's chilly, but it is transformational, ladies and gentlemen. Instant gratification. It's a learning process. You don't press 2 minutes and find yourself free. You just don't. Deliver the letter, the sooner the better. I love that, Queen Frankenstein. And I saw your comment or your email, whatever it was. That's very, very fascinating. And I was drawing a correlation between Frankenstein's monster, he's alive, and the mud hut bodies created in Genesis 2. Quite a good analogy, if I say so myself. Easier to rule minds for 2,000 years when they've scoured our planet of knowledge. Yep, absolutely true. I can slam a hockey puck by you. Please. Jeff's bringing the knowledge, but he ain't making you think. No, I wish I could. Personally, I believe the majority of the contents of the Library of Alexandria at Vatican. Yeah, they said they burned it. They may not have burned it. That's true. Politics is boring. Okay. We trust you. We see the videos. You're a beast. Thank you. Getting used to your style. Takes a little getting used to. Open your heart and breathe in your divinity. Come on in. The water's fine. Absolutely. So keep watching as the drama unfolds. Let's hug an imam. Let's kiss him on the cheek. Let's compliment each other's dresses. But let's remind them that they can either play ball or they can face the wrath of the combined forces. Dogs making noises. They can face the wrath of the combined forces of Roman Catholicism, Roman Protestantism, and probably Judaism, because we all know the United States Congress and the White House is Israeli occupied territory. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian whistleblower. If you think I'm dangerous, subscribe and hit that bell so you can keep your eye on me. If you think I'm bringing out some good information, subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss anything. And let your feelings be known. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up on the way out. If you didn't like the video, give it a thumbs down on the way out so we all know how you feel. Make your feelings known. Tracy Dyer says, if you double tap to subscribe, it will give your bell wings and you'll be able to keep up. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We will be bringing more of the Psalm 82 saga tonight. We'll be bringing, I got a good one. What is it about? I forgot it. Where is it? Oh, yeah, it's, I made the thumbnail already. We did this one about the temple. This is about, the Vatican admitting, that they've got special rules for priests who have children. Maria Jackson, do you have a video on Jezebel, the killer of prophets? Was Jezebel, Maria, truly the killer of prophets, or was that just another way to diss the ladies? I think that's something that we might talk about. We're trying to get Og Talese back in the house for a special edition of The Last Stand tonight at midnight Eastern time. I'm on the Situation Room with Rocky Stucci on, what is that called? You can go to Rocky Stucci's Facebook and Rocky Stucci's YouTube. And for some reason, the name of it is mojo50.com. We had a great and rousing discussion, myself and Scotty Roberts. That'll be on tonight at midnight. So, ladies and gentlemen, it gets more and more interesting over in the Middle East. It gets more and more interesting on the Temple Mount, and it will get more and more interesting on the Temple Mount. Until then, I continue to encourage you to guide your own spirit, master your own ascension, and be your own guru. Ladies and gentlemen, do the inside work. Ask questions, question answers. And more than anything else, I hope that you will take the time and make the effort to unindoctrinate yourself.